Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of PlanBri Uncut, brought to you by High Noon. I'm not doing well right now, okay? This whole entire podcast is brought to you by High Noon. Thank God that I have one in my hand right now. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. High Noon, it's under 100 calories. It's made with real juices, tequila, vodka, and there's also a non-carbonated version, iced tea. It's amazing. There's a flavor for everyone, so you could go to highnoonspirits.com to find it near you. If you haven't had a High Noon, I mean, you're obviously living under a rock, but if you haven't tried all the flavors or the new non-carbonated iced teas, freaking go get yourself one. I'm going to take a big fat gulp of this right now and explain to you what the hell is going on. Okay, guys, if you're watching this and you're like, okay, where are you? Are you being held hostage? Like, kind of a little bit. I've been in 4 states in the past 3 days. So let me just rewind a second for you. On Wednesday, I flew to, where the hell did I fly to? I can't even remember 3 days ago. This is beyond me bizarre. 3 days ago, where was I? Wednesday. Think, Brianna. Wednesday, I flew to Ohio. I flew to Ohio, had an amazing event. Amazing. Love you, OSU. You're always amazing. I just don't have any negative things ever to say about OSU. And then woke up, flew to Chicago, drove from Chicago to Madison, Wisconsin, had my event in Madison, Wisconsin. Right after the event, we drove back to Chicago, stayed at the scariest airport hotel that I was in last night, and I didn't sleep at all, 30 minutes maximum. Tried to record this podcast last night, but the tripod kept snapping, and I started snapping. I was going to snap my goddamn neck. I was going to literally end my life in that Chicago airport hotel because of this goddamn tripod. This tripod, I'm not joking, guys. It's like my haunted couch and my cunty Nana. It has been following me and it is like taunting me every time that I need to record remotely or I record at home. I get the broken tripod. It's like someone's playing with me. Someone's fucking with me and keeps giving me the broken tripod. Do you know how many tripods we have at Barstool? I keep getting the broken tripod. Oh my God. So anyways, last night wasn't happening. Woke up 5:30 a.m., got on our flight to Jacksonville, landed in Jacksonville, had to drive 3 hours to Tallahassee. Now we're here. Boom, Tallahassee. I look like crazy person. I look like crazy person because I still have my makeup on from the event last night. Being honest, being truthful. And like I said, 30 minutes of sleep. Haven't eaten yet today. Not doing my best. Am excited to be here in Tallahassee. It's weird. I'm doing like these high noon events where they're nothing like my insanity parties that I used to throw and like get blackout drunk. These are more like I have graduated from, drinking. My old sponsors were like Pirate Water. We had Southern Comfort, lots of whiskey. And those were a different time. That was a different time in my life. I was getting belligerent drunk. I was a lot younger. I was a lot more physically able and willing. And I was surrounded by nutcases. So I have elevated and I have graduated to high noons where I just have like 3 or 4 high noons at these events. And I just talk to you guys and we like hang out and it's fun and it's way more casual and I enjoy them so much fucking more. Don't get me wrong. My parties were fun. They were great, but it was a chore. Like it was insane to have to do those parties. These are fun. And I actually feel like I get to meet you guys and talk to you guys. I'm not just like signing your tits and pouring champagne down your throat. Yeah, it's great to evolve. So I'm on this like little high noon tour right now and it's awesome. It's amazing. And you guys are the best. So I'm in Florida. It's going to be great tonight. But this podcast episode, I have so much to say. And I am going to start off on kind of a dark note. Trigger warning. Sexual assault. I know that we're getting really heavy really fast, but I'm going to talk about this person every single podcast episode until the day that I die or until he's fucking in prison. Okay, so there is a boy, a disgusting pig of a man. I don't even know what I want to call him. He's not even a person to me. He's not even a human to me. His name is Jesse Butler. He's from Oklahoma. He raped two children, nearly killing them, brutally raped them, assaulted them, strangled them, attempted to murder them, was facing 80 years in prison and got off with a slap in the wrist and community service and time to rehabilitate himself. Let me say that again. This person brutally raped 2 children in the home where his mother was staying, and she heard the girl screaming from the room, didn't do anything. This man, Jesse Butler, that did this, recorded himself doing it, video proof of himself doing it, nearly killing this girl. One of the girls had to get surgery because she had so much damage to her throat from the strangulation of this man. Okay. And like I said, he goes to court. He was facing 80 years. 80 years. He got off with probation and community service because of connections that he had in the town that he was from. Shame on that judge. Shame on that mother. That disgusting, vile fucking pig, Jesse Butler. Oh my God, say his name. Say his name. Every chance that you can, say his name, post his face. Because here's what happens when judges do this thing where they don't set examples, or where they think that we can just let people off with a slap of a wrist and, oh, he was young. He didn't steal a car. Okay. He didn't fucking rob, I don't know, a gas station. He wasn't influenced by a bad group of friends. He was alone in his room, recording himself brutally raping and physically assaulting children. Okay? And he gets community service, a slap on the wrist. This person is obviously going to do this again, especially knowing that he gets away with it. This isn't a one-time thing. Of course, it was already a two-time thing, and there are already other women coming forward. This is just so disgusting to me, insane. I don't know how this story isn't plastered everywhere. There are a lot of people in the town where this happened, protesting, fighting to get him behind bars. I think his mother should be behind bars too. I think his father should be behind bars too, with the way that they've handled this, the way that they've let him get away with this, and the way that they are just co-signing on what he did to these children, to these victims, to these girls who have been absolutely fucking tortured by the adults in the system, not being believed, not being able to speak and tell what they went through. It's just fucking crazy. If you haven't heard this story, look more into it. Jesse Butler, say his name, tell everyone that you know, post his face on your Instagram, post his face on your TikTok, post his face on your Facebook, share it with everyone that you fucking know. And genuinely, maybe if we shame this man publicly enough, or we shame the judicial system that fucking failed those victims, maybe he'll end up behind bars where he belongs, because this isn't something that happens once. It already happened twice, and it's going to happen again. Sorry. So heavy for the first topic, but it has been on the top of my brain, the top of my mind every single second of every single day since I found out about this story. I cannot believe that more people aren't talking about it and that we aren't seeing his face plastered everywhere. Again, disgusting fucking loser pig who wore these insane glasses to his fucking trial, who is so smug and is pretending like he didn't do anything wrong. Say his name, Jesse Butler, Jesse Butler, Jesse Butler. I do have faith in humanity and the fact that so many people are standing up for these women, and that so many people are protesting in the town that they're from, that hopefully something can get turned around and he gets more than fucking probation or community service. Do you know what I got? Do you know how many hours of community service I had to do for having a fake ID when I was 19? More than him. More than him. Raping, assaulting 2 children. I had a fake ID at 19. And I have to do more community service than him. So just let that sink in. And you wonder why people don't come forward. It's fucking pathetic and insane. So sorry that we had to start off on that note, but I just think it's important. And I think the more people that know about it, the more people that talk about it, maybe something will happen and the victims will get the justice that they deserve. All right, guys, quick commercial break. Big news. There's a new membership program just for students. So if you're heading back to campus this fall, Uber One for Students is the best way to save on food and rides. Plus, it comes with a lot of perks you might not know about. For example, members get $0 delivery fees, up to 10% off eligible orders, and 6% back in Uber credits on rides. If you're a student, it's a no-brainer. You can also get free items on eligible orders throughout the week, like a free taco from Taco Bell every Tuesday, a free chicken sandwich from Popeyes every Friday, and more deals from every day of the week from brands that you love. You can try it out now and get your first 4 weeks free. Become an Uber One for Students member and start saving on Uber and Uber Eats. Eligibility and member terms apply. Let's get back to the show. On a lighter note, and that's so hard to transition out of, but while we're speaking of news, I was on the news this morning. I was on the news, guys, when we landed in, I don't know how the cameras always find me and how the news always finds me. I've been on the news like 6 times this month. We landed in Jacksonville, and we're going to baggage claim, and I see this guy with the camera, and he's kind of looking at me, And I'm like trying to look away because, like I said, I haven't slept yet. I don't know what he's going to come talk to me about. I assume that it's going to be all of the flight cancellations and like how the government's shut down. And I'm just like, I don't really have anything to say about that. I didn't even have problems with TSA. So I was like, please don't come talk to me. Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. He comes over. He's like, hey, have you ever heard of frequent fakers? I'm like, what? I'm a frequent faker in bed. Like I always fake it. And he's like, frequent fakers. What these people do in airports is they pretend that they need a wheelchair so that they can cut the lines or they can go on the plane first. And then when it's time to get off the plane, they suddenly don't need the wheelchair anymore. So they're faking it. And he goes on and tells us all about these frequent fakers and how prominent it is and how it's this big news story and how so many people are doing it and so many people are taking away wheelchairs from people that actually need them. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, people really need these wheelchairs. Like, that's not cool. And he's like, so what do you think about this? Like, have you seen any frequent fakers? And I was like, no. But the next time I see them, I'm going to break their legs and make sure that they actually need a wheelchair. I'll put the video in. I don't know if it's going to make the news, but Hannah was on the side recording me. I'll put the video in. I couldn't believe what was coming out of my mouth. I told the Florida CBS News that I was going to break people's legs and make them actually need wheelchairs. Are you serious? Keep in mind, I have a pea coat on, Uggs, my makeup from 24 hours ago, and I am speaking nonsense. So that's what happened when we landed in Jacksonville. I'm like, okay, this is off to a good start. No more frequent fakers. I haven't seen frequent fakers. I would just started like making stuff up. I was like, yeah, I see them at Disney. And the reason I said that is because my dad was a frequent faker at Disney when I was younger. He would get, am I going to get in trouble? Okay, granted, like he like had strokes and stuff and he like he was a frequent faker. Let me just call it what it is. There was one summer that we went to Disney where I think it was just so hot and my dad was so fat that he couldn't like walk around. Like, it was August in Orlando, Florida. It's like 107 degrees. My dad was like just a fatso. And he was so irritable. I just remember him, like, I was scared to talk to him when he was overheating. We're standing in the beating sun and I'm making my dad, we couldn't afford fast passes. So I'm making my dad stand in line for like 6 hours, right? And everyone, all like the cheaper or like poorer families go to Disney in the summer because we all have the mindset of, okay, if we go in the summer, there won't be as many people and there won't be as many lines because it's so painfully hot that nobody wants to go to Disney in the summer because it's 110 degrees out and it's like insufferable to go to Disney in the summer. But it just turns out all of us have the same mindset, and like all the people that like can't afford fast pass go in the summer because they think the lines are going to be longer when in reality they're just longer. So my dad was a frequent faker in Disney. So when this guy in the news pulls up on me and he's like, have you ever met a frequent faker in the airport? I'm like, no, but they're all over Disneyland. He's like, what are you talking about? And then I went on a rampage saying that I was going to break everyone's knees and bust their legs open to make them actually need wheelchairs. That was crazy. I need to start sleeping more. I keep lying and saying that like I retired, sleep when you're dead. It is in full-fledged. It is worse than it used to be. Like when I partied super hard, I would at least like be hungover and sleep all day. Like now I barely drink and I just don't sleep and I run around being an absolute idiot. Being an absolute buffoon. So the frequent faker stuff. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen frequent fakers? I don't know. They call it the terminal Jesus or something, or there was a bunch of people, because I posted it on my Instagram story, a bunch of flight attendants being like, yeah, we call it like terminal Jesus when they land in the terminals. All of a sudden they don't need a wheelchair anymore. And it's like Jesus is in the freaking tunnel. So I don't know. I haven't heard of this. I didn't know it was a news story. And apparently I will single-handedly break everyone's legs so that they actually need wheelchairs. Please, if anyone from Tallahassee or Jacksonville or wherever the hell that is going to be on the news sees that clip, please send it to me. Okay, that was my story of the day, of the news. I do have some crazy fucking shit that has happened to me recently. So one, I'm an idiot. I thought that my lease was up December 1st. So I've been scrambling because I know that my November month is really packed. Like clearly I'm on the road. I'm doing a bunch of shit. I'm going to Hawaii next week, which I will get to later it's insane. I can't believe I'm doing it. And I thought that I was going to have to move December 1st, and I couldn't find a place. I was viewing a bunch of apartments. I was going to move to Brooklyn. I was going to move to Greenpoint. I'm like seeing all these apartments that I hate. And I'm like, damn, I guess I should just move, because the apartment that I'm in right now, I pay so much money. I have so many problems. I have one closet, keep that in mind. You guys know how much shit I have. One goddamn closet. The roof started leaking. The door hinges fell off of my door. Like, my roof door. I don't even know how that possibly can happen. The hinges, like literally, it's a metal storm door. The hinges are off of it. There's not been storms in New York. I don't know how it could possibly happen. Granted, it's just the door to like the elevator to my roof. So I just don't know how that happens. And that's going to bring me into my next story. So I'm not going to talk too much about this stalker situation, just because it is a little bit scary, and I do have a little bit of a stalker issue. And I posted about it on TikTok, and this person so happens to live near me. I also do have a few other stalkers from a fan base of another person at Barstool who like loves to bully me. I've never like met this person or anything, but two of this person's fans stand outside of my apartment and like harass me and stuff. And I've tried to go to HR and do something about it, but there's like nothing we can do about it, because this person is just like so awful towards me. They're like, it will make it worse if you try to say anything, which is so awful. There's like these grown men, scary ass men that stand outside of my apartment. And then I have this other stalker that is also my neighbor. And then I had the door hinges fall off of my apartment, which people post all the time on TikTok. Like realtors post my fucking address and shit. And like post it all over everything. And so I feel super unsafe and scared. I'm a girl living by myself. Like I'm a girl by myself in New York City. And it's just so many components going into this to make me feel unsafe. And I made a brief TikTok about it. It was in one of my debriefs where I just talked about, I have a stalker, and this is one person that like I've told multiple times, like, I have a boyfriend, like, please leave me alone, and I'll see them, and like I can tell that they're following me around, or they're just in places that they shouldn't be. And I'm like, how do they know that? And like, I don't even like going out in my own neighborhood now, because I'm scared that like this person is going to be there or whatever. I won't go into too much detail about it, because it's just like logistics of it going on behind the scenes. But I talked about that on TikTok a little bit, and I had another person reach out to me. I'm just going to read the fucking message, because I talked to this person. This is why I like literally don't give men the time of day. I have talked to maybe like actually talked to and given a chance to one or two people in the past year. And it always ends up in shit, because they're fucking weird or they're insane stalkers like this person. So I went on TikTok and talked about one of my stalkers. This person that I also told I have a boyfriend 4 times separately, that repeatedly texts me. I'm just going to fucking show you the text, how many of the texts. I finally blocked them. Multiple texts. And that's me saying I have a boyfriend, all gray, all shit, all gray. He texts me and says, hey, can you please not post on your TikTok saying that I'm stalking you? I've sent you about 4 texts in the last 2 to 3 months, just congratulating you and wishing you the best. So I just really don't think that's cool, and it's uncalled for. Not a good look for me when I really just was trying to be nice. I really don't think I was stalking you, but if you felt that way, I'm sorry. Just tell me directly next time. I got the message and won't text anything nice to you anymore. This is a grown-up. This is a grown-up man. What are you saying? I got the message and won't text anything nice to you anymore. Just please don't go online saying that kind of stuff. I'd appreciate it. First of all, fuck you. You're a freak. I told you multiple times that I do not want to talk to you, to please leave me alone, to stop showing up at my fucking coffee shop, to stop Snapchatting me, to stop going up to people that you know somehow have a connection to me and talking about me from the one date that we fucking went on in person, Snapchatting me and then saying, oh, sorry, wrong person, texting me a million times, swiping up on all of my Instagram stories, texting all of my friends, following them on Instagram, DMing them after every story that they post with me. Yeah, maybe actually you are a stalker too. I wasn't even talking about you, but who the fuck are you to text me and tell me what I can and cannot fucking post on TikTok? I want to say your name so fucking bad because you're a weirdo, bro. You're a fucking weirdo. We went on 2 dates and I politely told you I am seeing someone else. I do not want to talk to you anymore. Please leave me the fuck alone in the nicest way possible. Do you want to know what I said to this person? Hey, sorry. After I don't answer a bunch of times, I genuinely have been busy and haven't been intentionally ignoring you, but I do want to be fully honest with you. I was dating a guy before you for a while, and he did end up coming back into my life. And out of respect for what I had with him before, I just don't want to step over any boundaries and continue seeing you in a dating sense. But I'd love to stay friends. I'm sure I'll see you around. Get the fucking hint. He sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more messages. Okay, 9 more messages, one of them being a thirst trap from a picture that he took of himself on his Ring doorbell. Let that fucking sink in. For all of my friends on my close friends story, you know the Ring bell fucking saga. Like, I am so sick of being nice to men and I haven't told this story about him being insane, texting me so much, sending me a thirst trap on his Ring bell door camera, shirtless, because I didn't want to be mean, because I know that he watches everything that I fucking post. I don't want to be mean. I don't even talk about him on social media. Talked about him one time. No one knows who this person is. I didn't even follow him on Instagram. Okay. And for him to text me a bunch of millions of times and then to make me try to feel bad when I'm talking about another one of my stalkers. Who the fuck are you, bro? Leave me alone. You're literally berating me and texting me a million times, texting all of my friends, being a weirdo. How does that not clock to you? How do you not have social cues? Jesus fucking Christ. I never even hooked up with this man. You would think that I'm pregnant with his child or that we dated for 6 years. I had another one of my friends text me. I saw him at a Halloween party I was at, and he was still talking about you. I haven't talked to this man since the summer. And the last thing I said was that nice message of hey, see you around, man. And then you have the audacity to belittle me and text me like that. I can say whatever the fuck I want on my social media. What? You're not the main character. What the fuck? These are my experiences and you're being weird. I hate the fact that I spend so much time tiptoeing around men in their feelings when they clearly have no respect or boundaries for you. What are you doing? If a man is being weird to you and harassing you and repetitively texting you and texting your friends and doing all this weird shit, call them out. Don't feel bad for them. We're just such steamrolled as women to over and over. Just oh, I feel bad. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be a bitch. Guess what? I am a fucking bitch. You're weird. You sent me a thirst trap on your Ring doorbell. Hello? Are you okay? I'm not. You're fucking weird. And you know what? You are added to my stalker list. You weren't even on it. Now you're fucking on it. And yes, I did block you. Jesus Christ, bro. Seriously. And he's going to probably do some weird, crazy shit to retaliate to this because he thinks every time that I'm talking about a man on social media, it's about him. Newsflash, buddy. I don't even think about you. And am I being mean right now? Yes, but you freak me out. You make me uncomfortable. And all those texts, sure, they're being nice, but they're unwarranted. And I don't want to talk to you. Just because you're being nice doesn't mean that you're harassing me. You are. Stop messaging me. I politely told you to stop talking to me. God, it gets me so riled up. What the fuck is wrong with men? I can't. And this is why, the thought, I saw this TikTok and it was having a bad day, but remembering that a bad day single is a lot better than a bad day with a boyfriend. And holy shit, is that true? Like, holy shit, is that true? After this Vogue article coming out about like having a boyfriend is embarrassing, here's the thing. A lot of my friends are in great relationships and have great boyfriends, and nothing about them being in relationships is embarrassing. But I really do want to say that this isn't majority of relationships. I'm burping for my high noon. Majority of relationships are embarrassing because you're in a relationship with an embarrassing person. Been there, done that, where they just they repeatedly embarrass you and embarrass you and embarrass you. It's not embarrassing to have a boyfriend. It's embarrassing to have an embarrassing boyfriend. And that is majority of boyfriends. And I think maybe that was kind of where Vogue was going with that. I also like the take that, you know, it's embarrassing to feel like as women, your value comes from being in a relationship or stems from like having a man tell you your worth. I don't think that Vogue is really genuinely shitting on people that do have boyfriends or girls that have boyfriends. It's like this whole social construct that we've created is that like women need boyfriends. And if you're single, it's embarrassing. It's like, no, it's actually the quite opposite. If you're a woman and you're independent, thriving on your own, doing your own thing, and you're like, I don't need a man, it's baller. And contrast of that is like if you feel like as a woman that you do need a boyfriend and that you do always need to be with someone like I used to be, it is embarrassing. Like I always thought I needed a boyfriend or I always wanted a boyfriend. And I think underlying, I never thought that I was the type of person that like held value in myself and the way that I viewed myself by being in a relationship, because I always was independent. I was always wearing the pants in every relationship, besides my last one. And like, I was always kind of like mommy. But I think subconsciously, yeah, I thought that there was like value in having a partner and it made me more valuable. And I think that's just like underlying probably misogyny or just like trauma or insecurity. And I think getting older, one, you realize that too, being single and enjoying it and actually like learning about yourself and enjoying your company, even when it's kind of unbearable or uncomfortable to always be alone and like forced to be with yourself. It's really, really important. And I think it takes away that weird like comfort blanket of, oh, I'm more lovable when I have a boyfriend. Oh, my value's higher because, you know, someone else loves me and wants to spend all this time with me. It's like, anyone can get a fucking boyfriend. Let's be for real. You see half the people that have boyfriends, right? Like you single right now, you know that you could go out and get a boyfriend if you wanted one. Men just like will do anything. You know what I mean? There's no importance of having it. The importance is having a relationship with someone that loves you and supports you and is your partner. So the Vogue thing was just kind of funny to see because I'm like, it came out at the perfect time for me. Because I was like, damn, yeah, it is embarrassing to have an embarrassing boyfriend and an embarrassing partner. I was the person that had an embarrassing partner and like always got embarrassed. And it's like, you just like cling on to, no, but I want to be in this relationship. It's like, for what? You're being embarrassed over and over. Even if you're being embarrassed behind a closed door, it's like, what does that do for you and to your like self-esteem? If you're being treated being treated like shit behind a closed door. It's like, what the fuck? What am I doing this for? And you look in the mirror, it's embarrassing to you, even if no one else is seeing it. So I think like that was more along the lines of what Vogue was going for. That's how I interpreted it. I don't think that everyone that has a boyfriend is embarrassing because obviously that's not true. It's the same thing as like when we say all men are bad. And people are like, well, I'm a good man. What about me? It's like, well, it doesn't apply to you. And like, you shouldn't be asking yourself like, well, why do you say that? Like, why do you hate all men? It's like, why do women feel like we have to hate all men? It's like, what did men do to women to make us feel that way? Like, hear women when they speak and listen to them and why they're saying it. We don't just come up with that shit. It's not a collective thought because it's an unpopular opinion. It's the majority of the room. You know what I mean? Like, that's a popular vote. You can talk to every single woman in the world and they'll have a horrific story. And I'm not saying that women don't treat men not just as bad, poorly as well. But I can guarantee you every woman has a far, far more horrific story about a man and what they've done to her than a man does what a woman did. And of course, there's the small percentage of men that get treated really, really, really shitty by really, really bad women. And I'm not denying that. I will listen to you as a man that you tell me a woman treated you bad. But like majority of the time, men treat women way worse. Call it for what it fucking is. So I loved that personally. I thought that Vogue article was a slay. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know. I keep going back and forth with like if I ever want to be ready to get into another relationship, because I am sick and tired of carrying my shit up the stairs or like building stuff. It was fun and it felt cool for a while, but I am so tired. Like I want to go home to a stay-at-home boyfriend. But I want him to low-key just be a robot. Like and turn him on and off when I need someone to cuddle with. Maybe clearly I'm not in the right head shape to have a boyfriend. I think I need a girlfriend. But here's the thing. It is so hard because I've known my whole life that I like boys and I like girls, but I just didn't grow up in a way that I felt comfortable being open about that, to be honest. And I think even still, I'm like scared to pursue it because I feel like I'm so far behind. And I know that I would be way happier with a woman, but I don't even know where to begin or how to find one. I don't know how to find a woman that also likes women. I don't know, like, how do I do that? Like, do I put a shirt on that says I'm gay? Like, how do lesbians find women when you go out? Like, sometimes I do, like, I have crushes on girls and I feel like we're flirting and I feel like, okay, there's a vibe here. It happens very scarcely, honestly. It only has happened like 2 times ever in the past 2 years to me. But when it happens, I'm like, holy crap, is this gonna happen? And then nothing ever comes from it. And I don't know how to approach those feelings. So to be honest, if there are any lesbos in the freaking chat right now, help your girl out. Or people that have came out later in the game or have started dating women like later after dating men and just like kind of been over it. I've always wanted to date a girl, but I don't know how to do it and I don't know where to find one. And do I do a gay Batman signal? Just flash a light that's like, I'm gay. I want a lady. How do you find a woman that also likes women without being weird? Like, how do you approach a woman and be like, do you like girls? I don't know. Like, it is so scary. In those 2 times that I ever did really have like an actual crush on a girl, there was no world where I would ever tell them or say anything. And like, I had the crush, hung out with them a few times, friendship wise. And then I just like let them slip out of my life because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to, structure a friendship based off of a crush, because that always fails poorly with me for men. So I'm like, I wish there was a gay class, like how to be a lesbian in New York City 101. Like, I don't even know where to fucking begin with that. Please, this is a PSA, an announcement, a help call, how to be a lesbian in New York City and how to find other ones without feeling like a pervert or feeling like I'm like crossing boundaries with people. Like, I don't just want to go up to someone and be like, do you like girls? Are you a lesbian? That's not right. What should I look for? Help me, lesbian community. I need you. I want to be there with you, but I don't know how to get there. Yeah, Jesus. I hope that doesn't come off like offensive or anything. I just genuinely don't know how to insert myself into the community. I don't know where to find the community, and I don't know how to tell if someone's gay or not. And I feel like there are a lot of girls that always say that they're bisexual, and then I try to catch a feeling or a vibe, and they always end up just like hooking up with a guy, even though they say they like don't want to. They're done with guys, they like girls, and then they always just like kind of play in my face with like, they can probably tell I like them, and then they're just like hooking up with a guy in front of me, and I'm like, damn, that kind of hurts me a little bit. So yeah, I just really don't know how to go about it. Frickin' help me out, lesbians. I need you. I need you more than ever right now. With the whole apartment thing though, I was talking about it a little bit ago, And then we went off the rails with my stalker. And I am going to keep that all in because I know I'm going to second guess that and not want to keep that in. And I'm going to be really proud of myself if I keep all of that in, because why should I ever make this person feel okay with a lot of boundaries that they've crossed and made me feel shitty about? And no one knows who he is. Like, no one's ever going to know who he is. I already feel bad thinking about it. All right, guys, quick commercial break. We can't wait for all the amazing concerts coming up this fall, but we don't want to think about the hassle of buying tickets. All right, we want to focus on the music, not the cost or the stress or the last minute ticket buying. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be real? Game Time puts the power back in your hands of the fans. It's your go-to back hack for scoring amazing tickets and unforgettable experiences in just a few taps. It's incredibly easy to buy and use, and the Game Time guarantees mean that you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so you know what you see is what you pay. I just used Game Time to get Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Dean tickets. It was fucking amazing. I had so much fun. I think when I go back to New York City, when is that? Freaking tonight. I want to go see RC Drive, so I'm going to use Game Time to get some RC Drive tickets last minute because I'm going to be getting back on Saturday. So I'll be using Game Time for that. And you can take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PlanBri for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PLANBRI for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. The apartment hunting. I start looking. I'm like, there's so many things wrong with my apartment. I'm paying so much money. I feel unsafe in it. The door hinges are coming off, and I go to view all these apartments, and I think that I have to move out December 1st. So I'm freaking the fuck out. I hadn't got my period in 2 months because I was just so stressed out the past 2 months, dealing with all the stalker stuff, dealing with the apartment stuff, dealing with just personal stuff going on back home for me. And finally, I was like, okay, I'm just going to get this apartment. I'm going to move into it. So I like send it to my financial people, my financial manager. And he's like, Bray, your lease doesn't end until April 1st. And I'm like, what the fuck? All of that stress for nothing. Granted, like, that is an honest mistake by me. Every lease that I've ever been in has been a 1-year lease. And that would be a 1-year lease up in December 1st. But yeah, I had like my team just like manage my lease and sign all the paper. Like, they would just send me the papers and be like, sign it, looks good, when I got this apartment. So I didn't really look at the lease term like a fool, or maybe I did. I just have bad memory issues. So I was looking at all these apartments, looking at all this furniture, about to move out into an apartment that I hated, when in reality, I literally have 3-4 more months left in my apartment. But then again, I do feel unsafe in my apartment. I have no room for any of my stuff, and I'm paying a crazy amount of money to have so many problems. So I think I might try to break my lease. And I think I've decided I do want to stay in New York City. I'm not ready to get my little butt out of there. But I put a fucking down payment. I put a deposit down on a house in Australia because I was going to stay in Australia from January to February because I didn't want to spend the winter in New York City. And I was like, well, that equates my rent. So I'm not going to be like losing any money. I'll just go to Australia, pay the same thing that I would have paid in rent in New York City, and then come back and just get an apartment. But yeah, there goes that down payment on that house because, hey, newsflash, buddy, idiot Brianna, your apartment isn't up until April 1st. So yeah, I'm just all over the goddamn place with the apartments. And I'm honestly realizing that I can't make up my mind in any sense of anything. There was one day, right, where I love New York City so much. I never want to leave it. It's the best place on earth. The next day, I need to be in Florida. I want to move to California. I don't know what this restlessness is in me, but I cannot shake it. And I can't feel like I'm at home anywhere recently. And it's starting to freak me out. I just feel like I have this restlessness where I can't sit still. I can't be in one place for more than 2 weeks. I just don't feel like I want to build anywhere, like my roots, and really lay down. I feel like I already essentially have done that in New York after this amount of years that I've lived there. But you would think after 5-6 years in one place that I would have determined whether or not I want to be there forever, or if I want to leave, or if I want to stay longer. And I don't know what I want. And it's so hard because when you struggle with like I guess ADHD, but also I'm just a person that I can't have other people make decisions for me. Like, I'll never send my outfit and be like, do you like this? What should I wear? Like, my friends don't receive what are you wearing texts from me. I don't, I just like, I know what I want to do always. I never want others input, which is a blessing and a curse. But like, I just don't know what I want, and I can't ask anyone for advice, because it's like, no matter what someone says to me, if I don't have something made up in my mind, I can't commit to it. And that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I cannot commit to anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a deep rooted problem where I'm just always going to have commitment issues forever, not even in relationships, but just in like, I can't even figure out where I want to fucking live or what I want to do. And yeah, it's freaking me out because I can't come to a conclusion on anything. And I just feel a little bit lost right now in that sense. I feel like this year has been such a journey of getting back to myself. And I forgot that me before, you know, all the traumatic shit that happened to me the past couple of years, I was always like mentally kind of fucked up, you know, like I just never could sit still. I was always restless. I was always on the go. I always had an itch to keep doing other things or being on the road or like chasing something. That's just always who I've been. And I lost that the past couple of years, which in some like favors to me, it kind of did feel nice to be depressed in one spot and like feel like, okay, I'm just stuck here, because I lost that restlessness feeling. And I've always struggled really hard with that feeling. But now that I'm getting back to me and finding myself again and like getting back to the girl that I was before that shit, I'm just getting back to like my other mental illnesses, you know, of like really struggling with ADHD, really struggling with not being able to figure out what I want and not being able to sit still. And I'm like, oh shit, like it's great finding yourself again, but the girl that I left didn't have it all together. So now I'm back to me, but I have to figure out what I want to do, and I have to try to fix this version of myself now, which in terms like is a really stressful thing, because I thought I was gonna, you know, do all this work and really focus on myself this year and get to like a place where I just feel perfect. And I think that's an unrealistic standard to set for yourself, especially if you go through anything. If you're feeling any type of grief, whether it be from a relationship, a loss, a life change, if you're just feeling like you lost yourself and you're finding yourself again, it's really unrealistic to feel like one day you're going to snap out of it and be like, aha, this is an aha moment. I don't think that's how it works. And I assumed it would. I thought like I would wake up one day after doing all the work and be like, God damn it, finally, like I'm me again. It's just not the case. And you just have to be really graceful with yourself, give yourself time, and also give yourself like room for error, because it's not all just going to happen overnight. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, holy shit, I cannot make up my mind about a goddamn thing. It is so frustrating, like beyond frustrating. And I'm working on other things in therapy. So like, this isn't even something that I really bring up, but I'm still going through like all the CPTSD shit. So maybe this will be my next feat in therapy, and then we can talk about that together. But yeah, in other news, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Sydney Sweeney fucking blows, bro. She blows. Like, oh my God. I do genuinely think she is a really good actor. I can't wait to see Housemaid Tale, because I loved the book. I think she's great at acting. I watch a lot of the things that she's in, but as just like a human, she sucks, bro. Like all of those interviews that just recently came out because she's promoting that wrestling movie, where they bring up all of the shit with American Eagle. Here's my thing. I'm not like this crazy woke person that's going to sit here and be like, she meant to be harmful in those American Eagle ads. She's a complete Nazi. She is xenophobic. She is this, she is that. I think that after everyone's thoughts and opinions and feelings came out after she did that ad, I think as a person just with like morality and empathy and like ethics, after you see the reaction and the people that are hurt from your campaign, you should be able to acknowledge how it made people feel and say, hey, I hear you. I see you. I'm so sorry that it made people feel that way. That was never my intention. And I will move forward in like a better light. And I don't want to make people feel like that way. Like she is like, no, I heard you. I hear that people were really hurt about this. I know that it was distasteful now. And I don't care is what she's saying. She's saying those things don't matter. It's not real. And it's just noise. Which is, it's just so smug in all of her answers to it. It's like, dude, you had the perfect opportunity to be like, wow, yeah, in theory, I really just thought I was doing a fun, silly ad for American Eagle. I love jeans. I'm hot. I had no intention of hurting people, and I had no idea what it would turn into. I apologize to those people that it affected, and like, let's move on and move forward. And I will be more tasteful in the shit that I do. You acknowledge the people that you hurt instead of acknowledging that you hurt people and saying that it doesn't matter. That's so fucked up to me, bro. I don't know. She just like, she's insufferable to me. And I really genuinely don't like shitting on women. But she's just like, in every interview, I've never been like, oh, I just can't watch it. She's Cassie in real life. She's literally Cassie in real life, and she's dating Scooter Braun. So that tells me everything I need to know about her, to be honest. Tells me everything I need to know about that person. Beautiful woman, super talented. Thinks she's too good for everyone and thinks she's better than people, which is just a shitty quality to have. I don't know, man. She had the perfect opportunity to be like, I fucked up. I apologize to those people I hurt. Never was my intention. Didn't think it would get this blown out of proportion. I don't know. And like, her saying that isn't bending the knee to the woke or anything. Like, it isn't caving in to it. It's just like, oh, there was an outrage, and let me at least acknowledge it. Instead of being like, it doesn't matter. I'm working. Okay. It did. Because like the fucking president tweeted about it. Like, it did. It was the news. It was the news. God damn it. Fucking Stranger Things is coming back. Stranger Things season 5. I will personally, when the season finale is in theaters, you best believe I'm dressing up and going to see it. I just recently rewatched all of the seasons to get excited for season 5 coming out. Holy shit. All of this shit going on with, I feel like everyone watched Stranger Things, right? But if not, the guy in it, the main guy, Hopper, David Harbour, he is facing a lot of scrutiny in the media right now because he dated or was married to an artist named Lily Allen. They got divorced. It was very like tumultuous. It was crazy breakup. She detailed like everything that kind of happened in her recent album that she debuted. And people just aren't happy with him, but people are also saying that she's a horrible person. I don't know. It's like, of course, she's not going to be the perfect victim. Clearly, there was crazy stuff going on in their marriage. They were supposedly allowed to have an open marriage, right? Where they were allowed to have sex with other people only in hotel rooms and never talk to them again, never see them again. She found out that her husband, David Harbour, was having multiple relationships, real relationships with intimate emotional relationships, sexual relationships, where they would stay at his apartment. She would find love letters and like all of these intimate things in his apartment with other women, with other people. So he broke the rules of the open marriage, and he was essentially cheating on her, and he was very, very emotionally abusive in the sense that he was never happy for her. Like, she went on Broadway and he wrote this crazy letter. Basically what it said was, if you get good reviews on this Broadway show, I will never be happy because everyone will be looking at you and I will never get a role. Like, these are bad luck flowers from your husband. What the fuck, dude? That's crazy. And she posted it, which is even crazier, girl. But maybe she was like leaving a snail trail. I don't know. And then there's all this conspiracy about David Harbour's ex-girlfriend was staying at his apartment in New York when he was at a premiere in Canada, and she jumped off the third floor and killed herself. And she was a lot younger than him, and there's just like a lot of speculation and stuff going around that. And then it comes out that Millie Bobby Brown made a bullying claim against him in a previous season of Stranger Things, saying that he harassed her and bullied her and that he was like hard to work with. And now the season 5 premiere came out and they're all on the carpet, and Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour are like all over each other, saying that they're best friends. They love each other. Millie Bobby Brown is like, that's my father. So I don't know what to believe. Who knows what the fuck's going on? The media is such a weird thing, but I wonder if that is all PR or if they really do love each other, because when I saw the fact that Millie Bobby Brown made this bullying complaint about David Harbour, I just didn't want to believe it, because I feel like the cast of Stranger Things is my family, and that is her dad. That is her real papa, and that he would never do anything. Like, he's the best. He's Hopper. And to me, Millie Bobby Brown really is Elle. She's 11. She has superpowers. And that whole cast, like, they're just my family. And to know that they're actually real people and they're not my family, that really burst my bubble. So the Stranger Things drama was fucked up for me to see. But I'm glad that they're saying that they're friends and that they're putting the speculation and those rumors of the bullying to sleep, I guess. Maybe he did bully her. I don't know. My dad used to be mean to me a lot too, but he still loved me at the end of the day. Sure. If there was like an HR team I could have went to about my dad, there would have been times where I filed complaints, so many complaints about him. So many bullying complaints about him. You know, and then like, you're like, all right, he's just being a dad. He's just older than me and yelling at me because I was probably fucking off. So I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Who freaking knows? All right, guys, quick commercial break. We talked about the Uber One for Students membership earlier, but it really helps you save on things that you're already using, like rides and eats. So members get $0 delivery fees, up to 10% off eligible orders, and 6% back in Uber credits on rides. Plus, you now get surge savings and automatic discount when ride demand rises. So you can also get free items on eligible orders throughout the week, like a free taco from Taco Bell every Tuesday, a free chicken sandwich from Popeyes every Friday, plus more rotating deals from brands that you actually like. So you can try it out for free for 4 weeks if you get Uber One for Students and start saving on Uber and Uber Eats. Try it now and get your first 4 weeks free. Become an Uber One for Students member and start saving on Uber and Uber Eats. Eligibility and member terms apply. I want to talk a little bit about Special Forces before I wrap up. And before we hop into that, I'm going to Hawaii. By the time you listen to this, I will be packing for Hawaii at least. I am, if you watch my TikToks, one of my friends asked me to be his +1 to a wedding in Hawaii of a bunch of people that I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. We're like barely talking. He booked my flights, and I'm going to Hawaii next week with someone that I really, really don't know, to a wedding of people that I don't know at all. Very excited for them. Can't wait. Love weddings. Cry. I'll probably cry more than people that even know them there. I just cry so much at weddings. I think they're so beautiful, even though I don't really believe in marriage. But I do think they're beautiful. So I'm excited to cry at this wedding. I'm really scared to share a room with someone for 4 days. I have to poop. Not right now, but I'm going to have to poop in the room that we're sharing of someone that I, like I said, don't really know too well. He is a man, good looking, tall. I don't know what to do about that. In the showering aspect, I just don't want a whole, hey, you mind if I shower with you situation to happen? Yeah, I do mind a lot. I really do mind a lot. I also have to take a massive dump, so I'm going to run the shower probably for 25 minutes while I take a poop and then get in the shower. So you cannot join me. So I'm just worried about that. Really, that's all I'm thinking about, is the logistics of the sleeping. I haven't slept with someone in so long. Only the things that I sleep with are my animals and my pets. So I don't think I share a bed well anymore. A bathroom, scared. I'm nervous. This is a lot. This is like a lot to go stay with someone for a long extended amount of time. This is a lot. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Now I'm stressed out again. That's okay. I did tell you guys before this that I hadn't got my period for 2 months, which is true because I was so stressed out. I got it 2 days ago, which is good. So hopefully I don't have it in Hawaii, but I'm probably going to. It's probably going to last for a month since I haven't gotten it in so long. Jesus, this sucks. This frickin' stinks. I just want you guys to wish me luck because I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone with this Hawaii thing. And I think I really am just doing it for the plot and doing it for you guys so that I have a story to tell. But I think things like this, like unexpected, like no one's forcing me to go. This guy that I'm going with is great. He's amazing. He's close friends with everyone in the wedding. So like it's vetted. They're good people. I have no expectations from it or of him. He has no expectations of me or like anything to come out of me going with him. So I do think that it would be really good for me. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good story for you guys. I think it's going to be a good story for me and kind of just like a good way to throw myself out there again. I feel like I've kind of just been doing my own thing and sticking to myself. I think I need to like put myself out there a little bit more. So I am excited. I am nervous. I really do need you guys to hype me up. So please tell me I can do this and I'm going to be okay. And everyone poops and I'll just lock the door while I shower, right? Tell me that, please. Tell me it's going to be okay. Yeah. Special Forces, the last episode that just came out, I think we have 2 more episodes, 1 more episode until the season finale. Or I might be wrong. It might just be 1 more episode. I have no idea. They don't tell me the schedule or anything. But this show is so crazy and the shit that they're showing and not showing is beyond me. Like there are so many times where we conditioned for hours, sobbed, and they just don't put it in. Like they aren't genuinely, they're showing it to be hard because I don't think anyone watches it and like this is easy, but they're not showing how much harder it actually is than what they put in the show. Like the last episode where we had to go across the mountains on the tight ropes. We hiked up that mountain for, I want to say like an hour. I'm talking vertical running up this mountain. It's 110 degrees out. You have your 30-pound kit on. You're on terrain where it's just loose rocks and you're twisting your ankle. There's poisonous snakes. It's so hot. If you fall behind you get your armband taken off. You have to withdraw from the show. Like it was brutal. And we get up, we scale the mountains, then we have to sprint down the mountain. And when I'm saying sprint down the mountain, like it takes an hour to get down the mountain. It's not just like a hill, right? And then we get to the bottom of it. And because Gia talked back, like they punish us when we talk back or we do anything, like Gia talked back. I think she was just like stressed out on top of the mountain. And they punished us and we conditioned for another hour, brutal conditioning where we had just completed all of those crazy tasks and then we condition for another hour. Like I almost tapped out. I literally almost withdrew from the show during the conditioning. I was sobbing. We were having to do lunges up and down the mountain with our backpacks on, hold our backpacks over our head, sit in planks on this hot, blistering rocks for like 10 minutes, then do push-ups and then run back up the mountain, run back down the mountain, do lunges up and down. Like it was so intense, so insane. And they just don't show any of it because I guess they don't have time to. But like that's why when you get us into interrogation or you get us into like conversation, we're so intense or we're so emotional is because we are so physically and mentally beaten down. Like that's how they get you to be so emotional on the show. I can't explain to you how intense all your feelings are and like what you're doing and what you're saying is. It's so crazy, the environments that they put you in. And it is really interesting to see how people react because who you are on this show is your truest self. So what you see of everyone on the show is like who they are when a camera isn't around. Like it's who they are to their core, how they react to the staff, how they react to the situations, how they persevere, how they don't persevere, how they talk to their teammates, how they act on a team. Like everything that you see is exactly who these people are to their core. And sometimes I watch it and I'm like, oh my God, damn, like that's like who I am. Like I didn't realize how blunt and direct I am. I didn't realize I don't know. I guess I never rewatch any of my content or anything. Like I post videos and just post them. I post podcasts and I just post them. I don't like to indulge in myself, but of course, on a TV show that I'm on, I'm going to rewatch it. And I had this whole new perspective on myself. I didn't realize like I was such like a relief to people in the sense of like my comedic timing or just my rawness or realness. Like I didn't realize that other people aren't that way. Like I just say exactly what's on my mind and it really helps the people around me to open up. Like that's where I'm starting to realize why everyone tells me their secrets, where everyone feels comfortable telling me like personal things or just opening up to me, is because I create like a safe place. And I didn't really ever know that about myself because I never saw it. You can't like go back and rewatch conversations you've had with people. And this show, like, it doesn't feel like a show. It's just you're rewatching like things that happen in real time because it's all security camera footage. Like there aren't cameras in your face. You're living as if you're just living. You forget that you're being recorded. You're not talking to producers. So like rewatching it, it's really cool to see that about myself. I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool. I actually really like who I am. She's kind of a cool girl. She cries a lot and she's sometimes a bitch, but like I really liked who I was on the show. I really like who I am. And that's my favorite part about Special Forces. The last episode, I think you kind of start to see me and Cody Brown tiff a little bit more. I wish they were showing more of kind of like when he's on teams and how much we really clashed, and just like more conversation with him, and maybe you would understand why I'm being so direct and harsh to him. But I think if you watch Sister Wives, just from the comments, that's just who he is, and you know why I'm treating him the way that I'm treating him on the show. But I do have to do the season finale interviews with him, which I'm just like not looking forward to, because I'm sure that he's seen me just kind of be a dick about him and to him on the show. And I just goes back to me not wanting to talk about my stalker in this episode, is because I don't want to like make a man feel bad. And it's like, why do I feel that way when they make you feel bad first? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Special Forces. It's such an amazing, amazing show. And I just don't want to like go into full detail about it because I'm going to have some special guests on from the show, and I'm going to wait until we can completely talk about it all, until it's all aired and I don't spoil anything, because I want to talk about more stuff that hasn't come out yet. And I'm really excited to talk about more stuff that hasn't come out yet, but I want to give it to you all at once. I don't want to just keep like trickling little things in there. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have some episodes with some really fun guests coming up. And next episode, we have a really fun guest that you guys all know and love. He is very, I don't even know. He's one of a kind. You guys definitely could probably guess who he is. He's definitely on all of your radars. He's definitely in your realm. Maybe some reality TV here or there, some TikTok and some sports. He is great. So try to guess who I'm going to have on next episode. I'm sure that you can. I have to go get ready for this event that I haven't slept for yet. I don't have anything to wear. I still have my makeup on from yesterday. I'm starving and I'm irritated with all that men talk. But I love you guys so much. And I'll talk to you next Sunday.